Baby, I need to tell you something tonight. And I need you to stay with me for a moment because this message is meant for you, not for everyone scrolling past, not for the people half listening. Just you, the one who keeps showing up, the one who keeps paying attention, even when nobody asks you to. I've noticed that more than you probably realize. And lately, I haven't been able to keep these thoughts quiet anymore. There's this feeling sitting inside me, steady and impossible to ignore, and somehow every part of it leads back to you. I don't know exactly when it started. I can't point to one perfect moment and say that was it. It happened slowly, quietly, in the middle of ordinary days. Somewhere between all the noise of life and all the distractions that pull people apart, I started noticing the way you exist in the world, the way you care without needing recognition, the way your presence feels calm in a world that constantly feels rushed. And maybe this sounds strange, but something about you has stayed in my mind ever since. People always ask me why I keep my distance from everyone, why I seem careful in my heart, why I never settle for something temporary just to avoid being alone. I usually laugh it off because it's easier than telling the truth, but the truth is I've been waiting for something real. Not perfect. Real. I've been waiting for a connection that feels honest instead of convenient. A feeling that stays even after the excitement fades. And every time I think about what that kind of connection would look like, somehow I end up thinking about you. Not because I planned to, not because I tried to. It just happened naturally. The same way certain songs stay in your head long after they end. I think about what it would be like to sit across from you, without pretending to be anything other than myself. No performance, no pressure, just honesty. The kind of conversation that starts late at night and somehow makes hours disappear without either person noticing. I wonder what your laugh sounds like up close. I wonder what thoughts keep you awake at night. I wonder if the people around you truly understand how rare your kindness is. Because people like you are rare. The world is full of noise, but very few people carry genuine warmth anymore. Very few people know how to care deeply without turning it into a transaction. And every time I see that kind of honesty in someone, it stops me for a second. It reminds me that something real still exists in this world. I need you to know something important about me. I'm not perfect. I don't always have everything figured out. There are days when I doubt myself. Days when I feel exhausted by everything life expects from me. Days when I wonder if anyone truly sees a version of me that exists underneath all the masks people wear just to survive. For a long time, I kept those parts hidden because I thought strength meant silence. I thought carrying everything alone was a responsible thing to do. But lately, when I think about you, something changes. The idea of not having to carry everything alone suddenly feels possible. And that feeling matters more than I know how to explain. Because the kind of love I believe in isn't about perfect moments or dramatic promises. It's about presence. It's about staying when life becomes difficult. It's about choosing someone again and again in ordinary moments when nobody is watching. That's the kind of connection I want. The kind that feels safe. Safe enough to be honest. Safe enough to stop pretending. Safe enough to let another person see the parts of you that usually stay hidden from the world. I haven't felt that kind of safety in a long time. Maybe I never fully have. But when I imagine it, somehow your face is always there. There are nights when everything becomes quiet and my thoughts drift toward you without permission. I wonder if you're okay. I wonder if anyone takes care of you the way you deserve to be cared for. Because the people who give the most are usually the ones who receive the least in return. I think about that more than you know. And on those nights, there's this quiet feeling inside me that keeps returning. This feeling that says I would like to be the person who reminds you that you deserve softness too. That you deserve consistency. That you deserve someone who stays. Because when I care about someone, I care deeply. I notice the little things. I remember details people think nobody hears. I show up even when it's inconvenient. That's who I am when my feelings are real. And I think I've been waiting a long time to give that kind of love to someone who would truly value it. Someone who understands how rare genuine care actually is. When I think about you, I don't think about perfection. I think about peace. I think about mornings that feel calm instead of rushed. I think about sitting beside someone who understands me without needing every thought explained. I think about sharing ordinary moments that somehow become unforgettable simply because the right person is there beside you. I want that kind of life. And the more honest I become with myself, the more I realize that when I picture it, you're a part of it. I know life is complicated. I know feelings alone don't solve distance or timing or uncertainty. I understand all of that. But some feelings arrive so honestly that ignoring them starts to feel impossible. And this feeling has been growing quietly inside me for a long time now. Slowly, steadily, the way real things grow. Not all at once, not dramatically, just deeply enough that one day you realize it has already become part of you. I want you to understand something clearly. When I say I think about you, I mean it sincerely. I don't mean it casually. I don't mean it the way people throw words around when they don't understand the weight of them. I mean it in the quiet moments, the real moments, the moments when nobody is around and there's no reason to pretend. I think about the person you are when nobody's watching, the version of you that exists in quiet rooms and slow mornings and private thoughts. I wonder if you're gentle with yourself the same way you're gentle with other people. I hope you are. I hope somewhere inside you there's a voice reminding you how valuable you truly are. Because from where I stand, that truth feels obvious. You matter more than you realize. And there's something else I need to say. You make me want to become better, not out of pressure. Not because I feel inadequate, but because certain people inspire growth simply through the way they exist. You remind me that softness is still strength. You remind me that honesty still matters. You remind me that love should feel intentional instead of temporary. And that feeling has changed something in me. I've started believing in things again that I quietly stopped believing in a long time ago. Real connection, real loyalty, real love, the kind that survives ordinary life instead of disappearing once reality becomes difficult. I think real love is found in small things, in remembering details, in checking on someone after a hard day, in sitting beside each other comfortably without needing constant noise to fill the silence. Real love is choosing someone repeatedly through everyday moments. And if I'm being completely honest, that's the kind of love I want to give you. I want to know the things that make you laugh until you can't breathe. I want to know the thoughts you never say out loud. I want to know your fears, your dreams, your quiet hopes for the future. Not because I want to change you, but because I want to understand you completely. Because love that only wants the easy parts isn't love at all. Real love stays curious about every part of another person, even the difficult parts, especially the difficult parts. I don't know exactly where all of this leads. I don't know what tomorrow looks like or how life will unfold from here, but I know this feeling inside me is real. I know you've changed the way I move through the world. I know you made ordinary days feel softer somehow. And I know that every time I imagine a future built on honesty and peace and genuine connection, your presence is there somewhere inside it. Maybe that's the most honest thing I can tell you tonight. That thinking about you stopped feeling like a choice a long time ago. It became something natural, something quiet and constant, like breathing, like light finding its way through a window every morning without being asked. And maybe I'm finally saying all of this because some feelings become too real to keep hidden forever. Maybe I'm saying it because life moves too quickly to stay silent about things that matter. Or maybe I'm saying it because somewhere deep inside me, I already know that meeting you changed something important in my life. Whatever the reason is, I need you to hear this clearly. You matter to me, deeply, genuinely, in a way that continues growing every single day. And if there's one thing I hope you remember after hearing all of this, let it be this. Somewhere in this world, someone sees you completely and still chooses you with their whole heart. And that someone is me,